eyes. And what I mean by other eyes, I mean like the people in your surroundings that are people that you look up to. So when you're in school, you're looking at your teacher's eyes. When you're at home, you're looking at your parents' eyes, your aunt's eyes, your mother's eyes. If you have an older sibling, your older sibling's eyes. And as young people, we're never really trained to look at our own. We're never really trained to actually like look at our own eyes. And like, what's so funny is I remember as a parent, you teach your kids all these things and you're always like, well, don't be tempted by what other people are saying. Listen to your own self. And then now as an adult, I'm thinking about what I used to tell them. I'm like, what was I saying? What was I saying? Because for so long, all I kept on saying was, listen to me. Listen to me. Let me be that voice in your head. Listen to what I'm saying. Listen to what I'm saying. Do what I'm saying, right? As parents, that's what we all do. And even when you go through school and when you go through other situations, whether it be in a church or a temple or if you're in wherever you're going, there's always somebody's there saying, listen to me. And very few people say, what do you think? Listen to you and what do you think, right? And what's so interesting to me is that then when something goes wrong, everybody's very quick to say, but what did you think? But why weren't they asking you, what did you think when things were going right? Like nobody really wants to check in with that. And I think that's an interesting lesson to me because to me, I think we can't really wait for everybody to be asking that question. I think that we have to ask ourselves that question. But the problem is that when you ask that question, it's scary because the person that you're asking is yourself, which means that you have to trust yourself. And that's like a whole different ball of wax. But really, to me, that's the whole ball and wax. That's the whole thing. I'm like trusting yourself, right? I mean, like trusting that what you believe and what you think in your heart is really the thing that you should be listening to and forgetting everybody else and tuning it all out, Like, did you ever go shopping in a dressing room and there's somebody that comes out in some dress asking people who they don't even know who they are, whether the dress looks good or not? You know what I mean? When they themselves know whether it's good or if it's not good, So, I mean, I do it myself. You're always looking and asking. And I have to tell you, lately, I don't ask anymore. I just don't ask. I don't ask if the shoe looks good. Because if the shoe doesn't feel good, then I don't really care what the shoe looks like because I'm not buying it. So I don't really want to know how great the shoe looks until I've decided myself, well, can I wear this shoe? If I decide myself, can I wear this shirt? Then I might say, oh, do you like it too? What do you think? But I know fashion and this seems so far apart, but they're really not because it's all about what represents you, right? I mean, you wear clothes and you choose shoes because it's a representation of who you are to the outside world. And what you say is a representation to the outside world. So how do you check in with what you're saying to the outside world and have it really be a true representation of who you are? Because that's really what you want to be saying and that's what you want to be selling. So how do you do that? And the best way to do that is to shut everything else off and tap into your own energy and ask yourself what's true. What's true in that moment, today, right now? And then what is true in that moment and today and right now will shine through in what you're passionate about speaking about anyway. That's just the way it is. So just so you don't think I'm just saying this stuff, today I didn't write any notes. I didn't do a meditation. I didn't write any notes. I said, I'm going to come on and I'm going to tap into you and all of your energy. And I'm going to use that to propel my conversation forward instead of just preparing. Because here I am telling you, trust your own instinct, trust your own energy. But meantime, I'm writing notes. So this process that I'm talking about took me a really long time to be able to get to this space where I'm in right now, to be able to trust actually what I am actually saying. And the interesting thing for me is that if you were to ask me a question about language development or speech pathology, which is something I've done for many, many years, right? I would not hesitate. But what's really kind of funny is that I'm 56. I've been doing me for 56 years, longer than speech therapy. So why am I so scared to tell you and tell everybody what it is that I'm thinking? And the answer is judgment. The answer is judgment. And not just judgment from you, judgment from me. And the judgment from me is much higher than any judgment you guys could bestow upon me. Because I'm always striving and reaching to try and get to a higher level. Did I say it well enough? What was I saying? Did it really reach the point of what I wanted to be able to express? And that is an evolution, I have to say. So I gave you guys a taste of this stuff that I talk about and how to tap into it and all of that in 3 weeks. And I really feel like I gave you a taste of what I'm talking about. And at the beginning, you might have thought, oh, well, it's a strategy. And in week 1, we do this. And week 2, we do that. And week 3, we do this. But the truth of the matter is that in whatever you do in week 1 builds to week 2 and builds to week 3. And it just keeps going on like that. So that when you get to week 12, you're in a place when you're speaking to people, whether it be in the grocery store, whether you're in front of a group of people, that you feel as though you are, I don't want to say transparent, but I think the better word is authentic. That you're authentic to what you believe in, and that you could speak about it in a way that really represents who you are. And I think that that's the point. I think all of you have spoken in the past in front of people, but the trick is to try and speak about the thing that really is nearest and dearest to your heart. So, you put me in a group of people, and could I talk about something general and do it well? Yes. And I'm the kind of person who probably could speak in front of a group of people about anything, but I'm going to give you a little secret. I'm having a really hard time calling places and getting them to allow me to speak in front of them. And you say, why? I can speak in front of you. I'm so comfortable, right? Because there's something inside of me that's scared to do it. That's the truth. There's something that's scared to go up in front of all of those people and actually share everything I know. Because what if they like it? And that's a scary thought. What if they like it? What if they really like what I'm saying? And what I'm saying really rings true to them? Then that's going to mean that I'm successful. And I know you're thinking, well, that makes no sense. Isn't that why you're doing any of this? To be successful, to be great, to be terrific, to be a great coach? And the answer is yes, I do. I want to be a great coach. But when I started the whole thing, I really thought I was going to be coaching people one-to-one. I really thought it was just going to be me between me and this one other person, or me and a couple of people in a group. I really didn't think that me going out in front of all these people and communicating to them what I'm thinking was going to be the thing that's going to hold me back. But I'm letting you know it is. Because going out there and saying what I know for sure lets the whole world know who I really am. And I don't really share with everybody that I'm intuitive. I don't really share with everybody that I have psychic tendencies. I don't share with everybody that I'm a life coach. I don't share this with everybody. And not that it's a secret, but I sort of am hiding that piece because I don't want to be judged either. So even though you think that what you're saying and what you're feeling like is something that a whole world is judging you upon, I'm letting you know that it's something that I share too. And even though I can be very verbose and I can express all this stuff, easily, quite easily, the fact of the matter is me making the appointment to go out there and speak in front of the people is scary to me. So do I have something that I booked on the paper, on the calendar? Yes, I have something. That I'm going to go speak in front of a group of people? Yeah. But I'm pushing myself to get more. Because being transparent about who I am and what I am is my road. That's my road that I have to go through. So if your road is that you have to figure out the thing that you want to speak to and interlace it with how you want to say it, that's a road I can help you with. That road, I can get you there. But I have a feeling that sometimes the thing that prohibits you and holds you back from actually saying the thing that's closest to your heart is because sometimes we don't want everybody to see it. If everybody